Once again, the object of the game of Baccarat is to have a total as close to 9 as possible. So, after the first 2 cards are dealt, if either the player or banker hand has a total of 9, then that's called a natural, and that hand is the winner. If neither hand has a total of 9, then the next best possible hand is a total of 8, which is also natural, and that hand would be the winner. If both the player and the banker come up with the same total, then it's a tie, and neither hand wins. Now, if neither hand has an 8 or 9, then the rules of the game have to be consulted to decide whether or not a third card is drawn. Once that's done, the values of the cards are added together again, and whichever hand is closest to a total of 9 is the winner. If both hands end up with the same total, then it's a tie and neither hand wins. If you want to bet on the player hand, just put your money in the area marked player, and if you win, you'll be paid off at even money, or $1 for every $1 you bet. The casino advantage on the player bet is 1.24%. If you want to bet on the banker hand, you would place your bet in the area marked banker, and if you win, you'll also be paid off at even money. But you'll have to pay a 5% commission on the amount you win. So if you won $10 on your bet, you would owe a 50-cent commission to the house. The 5% commission is only required if you win and not if you lose. The dealer will keep track of the amount you owe by putting an equal amount in a small area on the table that corresponds to your seat number at the table.
Claire uses Asana, a work management platform, to get more done and save more time by connecting teams to track updates and visualize timelines. Try it for free. 96.
It is so difficult to trade and be a successful trader. It really is.
Options. When you get up to leave the table, whatever amount in that box. After adjusting for that 5% commission, you would place your bet in the area marked in. You'll be paid off at 8-1, or $8 for every $1. Casino advantage. Then here's a rundown on who. As we said before, the first 2 cards in your hand total 8 or 9, then the game's over and the highest total wins. If those are 8 or both 9, then it's a tie wins. Player hand that goes first. If the player hand has a total of 6 or 7, it must stand.
97.
The only other totals it can possibly have are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and for all of those totals, must draw a card.
95.
There, that wasn't too hard, was it? If the player hand is... After the player hand is finished, the banker hand must take its turn, and if its first 2 cards total 0, 1, 96. or 2, it must draw a card. If its 2 cards total 7, it must stand. The only other
Happy
There you have it. Those are the rules of Baccarat concerning the draw of a third card. As you saw, they were a little complicated, but remember that you don't have to memorize the rules yourself because the dealer will know them and play each hand by those rules. But you can always ask for a copy of the rules at the table to follow along. Now let's try some sample hands. The player hand has Queen 9 for a total of 9, and the banker hand has 10-8 for a total of 8. Which hand wins? Both hands are naturals, but the player hand total of 9, banker hand total of 8, so the player hand is the winner. If the player hand has Queen 6 for a total of 6, and the banker hand has Ace Jack, which equals 1, what happens? The player hand must stand on its 6, and the banker hand must always draw when it has a total of 0, 1, or 2. So, if the bank hand draws a 10, then the player hand wins 6-1. What happens when the player hand has 10-5 and the bank hand has 6-10? The player hand must draw, and let's say it gets a 7 for a total of 2. A total of 2 held by the player.
High right 84.
Unfortunately, to draw another card whenever its first 2 cards total 6, and the third card drawn by the player is a 7. So now, instead of having a winning hand, you have to hope that the card you draw isn't a 4 or 5, which would both make you a loser. You also wouldn't want to draw a 6, because that would give you a total of 2, which would give you a tie. In this case, the bank hand goes on to draw a 4, which gives it a total of 0, and it loses 0-2. All right, now that you know how to play Baccarat, we come to the important question. which is, how do you win? Well, as I said before, if you bet on player, you'll only be giving the casino a 1.24% edge. And if you bet on banker, you'll be giving the casino an even more modest edge of just 1.06%. While both of these are pretty low edges to give the casino, you are still stuck with the fact that the casino will always have an edge over you, and in the long run, baccarat is unbeatable. So if that's the case, then how do you win? Well, the answer to that is very simple. You have to get lucky.
Low
And
left
that's
91.
the only way you can win at baccarat. Of course, this is easier said than done, but fortunately in the game of baccarat, you have the option of making two bets that require
97.
no skill, and both offer the casino a very low edge,
High
especially
94.
advantage on a double zero wheel, and slot machines, where the edge is about 5% to 15%. I always stress the point that when you gamble in a casino, you have to play the games that have the lowest casino edge in order to have the best chance of winning. And with that in mind, you can see that
97.
baccarat is not that bad a game to play for the recreational gambler. Now let's take a quick look at one of the most common systems for betting on baccarat. One thing that many baccarat players seem to have in common is a belief in streaks. And the casinos accommodate these players by providing scorecards at the table that can be used to track the results of each hand. Many players like to bet on whatever last hand in belief that it will continue to come in, and they hope for a long streak. The thinking for these players is that since baccarat is pure, it's just like guessing the outcome of a coin toss. And chances are the coin won't ultimately come up heads, tails, heads,
98.
tails, heads, tails, but rather that there will be streaks
Left
where the
92.
same result will come in for a while. So is this a good system? Well, actually, it's no better than any other system because no matter what you do, you'll still have the same casino edge going against you on every bet you make. 1.24% on the player and 1.06% on the banker. The one good thing about a system like this, though, is that you don't have to sit there and guess what you want to play each time. Instead, you go into the game knowing you get to blame it on your system. That's all you need to know about how to play and how to win at baccarat. Thanks for watching, and best wishes for good luck in the casino.
Look in 1 week. Try Aveeno Positively Radiant with clinically proven soy. Aveeno.
Yo, what's up, guys? Timmy here with Alice and one of our instructors here at school.
Hey, how you
Special
doing?
guest, Instructor Lauren. Today, I'm actually not sharing any sharing the system. So we have
High
what's
left
called the
93.
Lauren system,
Own personal system.
our own personal
That's right.
system, and we're gonna play. We're gonna be playing that today. Alice here is dealing, as always.
96.
And the buy-in, Alex,
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yep. It's a stimulus and a kid and a little extra.
Yeah, you need a stimulus with 2 kids attached, and you can
Yep.
you can play the system at a $25
96.
table.
Low
And, yeah,
left
I'm just gonna be
58.
flat betting, just so we can have like a comparison. I'm also gonna be betting exactly the same as Lauren, just
Low
for
5.
the sake of the experiment. There we go.
Oh, same bet, but just a flat bet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flat, but I'm gonna pick a player, same as Lauren.
Lauren,
whatever.
since you're the special guest.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Low
Come
91.
on, cards. Go my way.
All right, Lauren, you've been an instructor at the school for
96.
6 years, 5 years?
Something
Just
like
as
that,
long.
yeah.
Wow,
It's been a while.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Successfully.
Yep, and
Yeah.
even in the Henderson location, was it? Or
Right,
Flamingo?
nope, Flamingo.
Flamingo?
So it's like
So it's like 4 years or 5 years.
yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Something like that.
Yep.
Wow. I don't even know I haven't lost complete track of time.
Left
I think it
87.
was 5 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Burning
5
10?
years ago this summer.
Fantastic. While I'm pulling out the money, sir, Timmy, would you like to plug?
Please check out our Patreon. I have links below. We have extra videos on there,
97.
craft worksheets, a lot of craft stuff, really. David actually lives on there. Some personal David stories as well. Also, check out our CasinoQuest.biz website.
95.
We also have a ton of merch on there, more vlogs, more content, and also Alex's second home, twitch.tv/CasinoQuest Live. Of course, where
97.
Alex just does Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
The memes,
Hey,
windows, and fun backgrounds.
when's your OnlyFans coming
Left
out, Timmy?
93.
My OnlyFans is coming out whenever whenever COVID ends, so stay tuned. All right, so, Lauren, this
All right.
please.
Well, the first
Low
thing I need
94.
is 50 in red.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Here's my system.
Hmm.
I start with banker.
High
One
right
unit.
91.
I always bet the tie for the first 3 hands.
Right here.
So, oh, that's right. That's what you said. Bet here. Okay. So banker, 1 unit, tie first 3 hands. Whatever wins, that's what I bet the next time.
Okay.
Okay. You're just gonna bet $25 units always, right?
Yeah. But I don't even need reds now because I'm not going to
No.
bet the tie.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Say good luck.
All right.
Banker has 6. Player wins 7 over 6.
Okay.
FFFFF.
Player.
Player.
And this is hand number 2, so I'm betting the tie again.
All right.
Okay. Now, how'd you come up with this system?
Just from dealing for so long and watching the boards and watching the patterns, that there
98.
tends to be a lot of runs in a shoe. So what I'm doing is I'm playing for the runs.
Oh,
Okay? The only way I lose with this system
Low
is if the shoe
91.
is chop, chop, chop back and forth.
Okay.
Because I'll go 1 unit twice, and then I'll start to press
95.
by a
Oh,
unit.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if I can win 3 hands in a row or more, that's when I start to make a profit.
Okay.
97.
Player shows 4. Banker has 5. Card to the player. Player wins 5. Banker wins 5 over 4.
And that was the 3rd hand, so I'm done with the tie. Unless there's a tie, and then I'll bet a repeat tie and a skip tie.
Okay.
Okay?
Interesting. Your thoughts, Timmy?
What's a skip tie?
Skip tie is if there's a tie now and the next hand is not a
97.
tie, it's the hand
Oh, the
after
third
that.
hand. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Okay, so still sticking with 1 unit because I just won the 1 time.
All right. Okay. So you're going for that run, basically. So
Going
you're going
for
to
the
keep
run.
on the banker if the banker keeps coming.
As long as the banker keeps winning,
All right.
I will. And then if I win this hand, I'll press it the next hand.
Okay.
Player shows natural 9. Player wins.
Crappy shoe. That's
Chop,
when
chop.
it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. All right.
There's going to be some runs on this shoe. I feel it.
Don't worry, because when we start playing at the strat, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be. I'm gonna need some baccarat help, so no problem with that.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I will come help you with baccarat.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, we got a 5, 6, 6 over 5.
Low left
Bank wins.
92.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Well, at least we're winning 1 and then the shop.
Right.
So, not too bad.
Right. 2 in a row is not great. 3 or more in a row, that's when you start to make your money.
Fun times. All right.
So, substitute player.
Low right 9.
Other than the time money I spent, we're just about
Well,
even.
we're about even,
I haven't
yeah.
been able to press a bet yet.
There we go. Okay.
First win.
Now, if you guys didn't know, Lauren's son Dean, he works at Casino Quest, and Lauren's brother Andy, he's a dealer as well. There you
Yes. Yes, he is.
go. Yeah. Okay.
It's a family thing.
Yep, it is. Ask my parents.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, 8 over 4.
Neither of my parents were dealers, but my dad did work in a casino. He what? He started in public relations, and then he moved to the sports book, actually.
Get the Zen music going on. Oh my gosh, chop.
Chop, chop. Enough already with the chop, chop.
Actually, I give you guys 25.
Well,
Player shows 4.
yeah, you
Banker
did.
has nothing. You didn't realize it. Nothing. There you go. Oh gosh, tie.
Okay, so tie. Now I'm going to bet the next 2 ties for a
Okay.
double and then a skip.
So, tie, you stay up whatever bet.
Stay out whatever bet I was at,
Okay.
and just add the tie.
Okay. Player shows natural 8. Banker has up. Tie.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
at least I got something.
Play the Batman music.
And now I'm gonna.